Hey, it's John Terry, the Black Belt Leader, and welcome to this Black Belt Leadership Master Your Life podcast. Let me ask you a question. Is what matters to you moving you forward, or is it keeping you going in circles, riding the roller coaster of life? Well, today I want to challenge you to stop riding the roller coaster and start living life. So thanks for joining me for today's episode. My daughter Jessie and I recently spent the day at Universal Studios in Orlando. We just finished a 3-day leadership conference, and as we often do, we took an extra day just for the two of us to do something together, fun and exciting. Now, for Jessie and I, fun and exciting often involves roller coasters, occasionally a zoo, but almost always roller coasters. And the rule of thumb for Miss Muffy and I, the faster, the better. Now, a few years back, Jessie and I were in San Antonio for the United States Martial Arts Hall of Fame, and we were surprised with tickets to SeaWorld and to Six Flags. Even more surprised when the tickets were for the same day. Now, we were up to the challenge and we met it with full bore. We decided that we were going to go to both parks and we were going to ride as many roller coasters as we could in a single day. So we got up early and we went to SeaWorld because they opened before Six Flags and rode all the roller coasters we could before Six Flags opened. And then we migrated across town to check out Six Flags, rode the roller coasters all day, and then back to SeaWorld that night to ride some more roller coasters and then catch some amazing shows. By the end of the day, we had ridden 15 different roller coaster rides, some more than once. But as a result of that, she and I were on cloud 9. We were sunburned, we were tired, we were dehydrated, but we had a great time. Now, there's an interesting thing about roller coasters. They go really fast. They twist and turn. Sometimes they go upside down, and sometimes they even go backwards. One of the rides we rode at Universal Studios, it was a motorcycle type ride, a Harry Potter theme. And we're riding the roller coaster. It stops, it goes backwards, and then it drops. First time we'd ever experienced that. But that's what roller coasters do. They bring excitement into life. But here's the interesting thing. You can ride the roller coaster and have all the fun in the world, but you really don't go anywhere. You always end up where you started. You wait in line, you get strapped in a seat, and then you're off. It's thrilling. It's an adrenaline rush for a moment, but then before you know it, it's over. You're back where you began. And then you get back in another line and you do it all over again. So here's my thought on this. Life can be a roller coaster if we permit it to do so. Maybe you and I, we've got a desire to learn and to grow and to experience more success and fulfillment in our lives, but we always seem to end up back where we started and nothing's really changed. What's wrong? Well, all too often, we've chosen to live life in an amusement park. Yeah, there's a lot to see and do, and attractions to ride, shows to enjoy, junk food to consume, and a lot of walking around, standing in line, and taking in the sights. We allow the magic of that land of wonder to really distract us from the fact that what are we doing? Walking in circles, being entertained, and that's about it. Oh, spending lots of money too. We're busy doing things that are fun and exciting, but it's not really a productive use of our time. Now, Jessie and I spent hours at SeaWorld and Six Flags, but aside from bragging rights and a growing stream of people following our exploits on social media, nothing was accomplished that day that moved us forward towards our personal professional growth goals. Yeah, we rode a bunch of roller coasters and we get a chance to talk about it, but that was about it. The very same thing happened when we visited Universal Studios. Lots of activity, lots of fun things to do, lots of pictures taken, but other than that, not a lot to show for it. So let me pose a question. Are you living life inside of an amusement park? My mentor, Dr. John Maxwell, says the secret to your success can be found in your daily routine. So what does your routine say about you? What do you prioritize? What's important to you? Where are you spending your time and your energy? Are you mindlessly going through the motions, walking around in circles with nothing to show at the end of the day? Well, according to Timemuller.com, there are 10 common time wasters in business. They include the following: unnecessary or redundant meetings, multitasking, doing other people's work and not doing your own, online distractions, and there's a lot of those, email. We spend up to 2.5 hours a day on personal and work email, not to mention the time wasted on social media. And then, of course, there's interruptions, there's disorganization, there's bulky to-do lists, There's postponing difficult tasks and excessive breaks to do this, that, or the other that ends up wasting a lot of our day. Now, when you think about that list I just shared, many of those very same time wasters consume much of our personal lives as well. We spend our days mindlessly scrolling social media, responding to emails, binge watching our favorite TV channels, and at the end of the day, what do we have to show for it? Little or nothing. Time is a precious commodity. In fact, it is our most valuable resource. Time is finite. If you and I, if we waste today, guess what? It's forever wasted. We can't press the rewind or the reset button and start over once again. Procrastination, by definition, is what? The act of putting off until tomorrow what we know we should be doing today. It's a cancer to our productivity, and it's a cancer to our success. Now, C.S. Lewis said it well. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. In his classic book, The Greatest Salesman in the World, Og Mandino shares the priceless wisdom of 10 ancient scrolls. The message in these scrolls leads the reader into knowing the blueprint to live a life of abundance, prosperity, and success. Now, chief among these pearls of ancient wisdom is the scroll that teaches, I will persist until I succeed. One of the things I can tell you about black belt leaders is this. Black belt leaders understand that life is to be lived on purpose for a purpose. And that requires that you and I, that we be intentional about how we live each and every day of our lives. A black belt chooses to do what's necessary to achieve what's desired and to persist until success is realized. So how do you stop riding the roller coaster of life so you're no longer going in circles, but you're intentionally moving forward on purpose toward your purpose? That it is that you've been called to do. You examine your daily routine. So for the next week, I want to challenge you to do this. I want you to journal your activity throughout each day. Pick up a little journal binder. You can get one at Walmart, Target, Dollar General, any store that has those little small dollar journals. Well, probably today they're $1.50. But pick you up a small journal, and from the moment you wake up until you lay your head on your pillow at night, every day for the next week, track everything you're doing. Track your start and stop time and pay attention and make notes of what you're doing. When you get disrupted, write it down. When you get interrupted, write it down. When you get sidetracked, write it down. Here's what you're going to find. You're likely going to be surprised at just how much time you're wasting every single day. How many times you're interrupted and how many times you simply lose focus on getting things done that move the ball forward for you. Now, you may say, John, why would I do this for a week? Why not a single day? Well, let me give you an answer to that. By tracking and logging your daily routine for a full week, you're going to start to identify patterns of behavior that you're going to want to alter and change. You're going to discover the time wasters in your life. Yes, those time wasters include people you want to spend less time with. You're also going to recognize decisions you're making that aren't serving you well. And ultimately, you're going to uncover the quality of your thinking or the lack thereof that's leading to the quality of the decisions you're making and the outcomes you're experiencing in life, for better or for worse. And at the end of this week, here's what you're truly going to discover, whether you realize it or not. You're going to discover what truly matters to you right now and what doesn't. Now, why would I say that? Because where you're spending the most time and energy throughout the day comes from a decision that you've made to focus on that. You've internally made a decision that this is what matters most at the moment. So here's a question I want to pose to you as you're taking time to go through this exercise this week. Is what matters most to you moving you forward, or is it keeping you going in circles, riding the endless roller coaster of life? Now, you've got to change the quality of your thinking and reprioritize what's important and why it's important to you to improve the outcome of the quality of choices you're going to make every day that in turn are going to improve the outcome of the results you're experiencing and get you to the outcomes that you truly desire for yourself. This is how you experience more success in life. Now, to do that, you're going to have to become intentional about your day. You're going to have to focus your time and your attention on those mission critical things that help you learn and grow and move you forward towards your stated goals. Napoleon Hill refers to this as your chief aim in life. It's about truly being candidly honest, having a man in the mirror moment with yourself to identify what's truly important to you, your one thing, and then devising a plan to bring that to pass in your life. It's about living life on purpose for your purpose as a black belt leader in life. Now, let me ask, do you need some help with that? In a prior issue, in a prior podcast, and a prior newsletter I've written, I've discussed the importance of bookending your day. You'll find that in my podcast archives. You'll also find it in my LinkedIn profile, and you'll have an opportunity there to scroll through the articles in my Master Your Life newsletter, and you'll find that article there entitled Bookending Your Day. Now, what is that article in the podcast about? It's about a proven success strategy that I've taught to hundreds, probably thousands of people over the years who have dramatically improved their focus and improved their results as they implemented this in their lives. Now, let me leave you with this as we wrap up today's podcast. Roller coasters are a fun escape from a daily routine in life, and I'm going to be riding roller coasters for as long as I can, and my daughter Jessie's going to be right there at my side. But if riding the roller coaster is your daily routine, you're going up, down, and all around at dizzying speeds, but you're really not going anywhere. It's time to stop getting in line and stop waiting for your turn to go in circles for yet another day with nothing to show for it. Black belt leaders live their life on purpose for purpose. Now, remember, the secret to your success is found in your daily routine. I like to say it this way. Successful people do daily what unsuccessful people do sometimes or not at all. Do you want to be successful or do you want to be unsuccessful? You get to choose. Change your daily routine and you can change your life. Now, let me wrap up with this. I've also created some free resources. Two of those I'll mention: productivity hacks and organize your organization. Those are two free resources that you'll find available on my website, beablackbeltleader.com. Simply go to the courses tab at beablackbeltleader.com and you can find productivity hacks and organize your organization and access those free resources to help you implement what I've shared and talked about it today. Those resources and others you're going to find on that page are going to help you stop going in circles and help you stop riding the roller coaster of life. You'll also find goal setting tips and tools and a number of other resources and content that are going to help you stay focused and be intentional about living your life with black belt excellence, because that's what black belt leaders do. Hey, I want to say thank you for joining me for this episode of Master Your Life. I'm John Terry, the Black Belt Leader. Thanks for joining me and have a great day.